livened up.
This is phenomenal. Oh my gosh, I wish this was around when I was a youth.
A spacious teaching kitchen and high-tech sound studio are among the improvements at Lively Pointe Youth Center. We are there for the opening celebration. The latest in Lux.
To have a fantastic operator like Ritz-Carlton come in is just a very exciting day for Las Colinas.
Certainly it's a brand you want to be affiliated with.
This iconic hotel has a new name and new features with more to come. Find out what is still on the way. Plus, highlights from State of the City, how people are staying updated on major construction projects, and the changes coming to the Toyota Music Factory. Now on City Source. Progress is clear at Irving's new Central Fire Station in the heart of the Heritage District. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. We'll have that story a bit later, but we begin with updates coming to the Toyota Music Factory. The Irving City Council approved amendments that will lead to changes at the city-owned entertainment venue. The planned redevelopment includes more than $6 million in improvements to the plaza and outdoor stage. It also includes new signage and graphics and enhancement to the storefronts of several tenant spaces. The plan also allows property management firm Brookfield to seek reimbursement for up to $25 million in improvements to key tenant lease spaces. It is important to point out that the investment will be funded by sales tax revenues generated within the Toyota Music Factory. Since opening in 2018, the venue has proven successful. In fact, in the last fiscal year, the Music Factory recorded the highest city sales and mixed beverage tax receipts since its debut. Now to Irving Mayor Rick Stouffer's updates to residents and business people. The annual State of the City event at the Irving Convention Center offered the latest on a lot of major initiatives. This year's theme was Passion for Excellence, and we have a wrap-up. Nearly 400 people turned out for State of the City at the Irving Convention Center.
I think it's important to know what's happening in the city and to be connected and involved and an advocate for any change or growth plans that they have.
Attendees are members of the business community, residents, and city employees. At this event hosted by the Chamber of Commerce, Irving Mayor Rick Stouffer wants all of them to know they're on the same team.
That's what I wanted to get across today more than anything, was how important each and every one of you are to the success of this city and how important it is for us to continue to work together.
During the keynote discussion with former ICTN host Kathy Whiteman, Mayor Stouffer focused on a lot of topics. In the field of economic development, Albertsons and Christus Health were among a long list of notable openings. And construction is moving forward at Wells Fargo's new campus. Looking ahead,
we've got several things that we're working on that I think people will be very excited about.
Of course, growth depends upon adequate infrastructure. This innovative wastewater project in the urban center is in response to population growth.
We continue to make those investments to make sure that that is ready to go.
Street improvement projects are underway to help move traffic smoothly, including on Irving Boulevard. This work is nearly complete.
For the 30 years I've been around, people have been saying, what are you going to do with downtown? What are you going to do with downtown? And so you've seen 2.5 years of those businesses struggling. But in order to get the infrastructure in that we needed, and I think the best days of our downtown are now ahead of us. Our police and fire are at the top of their game.
In the category of public safety, Mayor Stouffer highlighted the construction progress of the new Central Fire Station and the results of the police department's initiatives on mental health and homelessness.
When there was a problem, what did you do with that individual? So a lot of the times they were put in the jail. And so we were putting 400 to 500 people a year into jail because we didn't know what else to do with it. We've reduced that by 85%. We've been able to help those individuals without that situation.
Highlighting Irving as a destination is the Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau. The convention center is setting revenue records. Groups and businesses are finding the city to be a welcome host.
And one of the real keys to why we want them to be successful is because of the dollars that they generate within this city. They take care of a third of our debt.
All righty, go ahead and turn some dirt, y'all.
And there are always many more success stories across the city to talk about.
We talk about this thing happening that's so exciting and then this ribbon cutting and that. But the real thing that happens here is the people behind the scenes, the 2,000 plus employees that make things happen in the city of Irving to make us all look good. Because without them doing what they do, we wouldn't have the successes that we have.
And the mayor welcomes the support of everyone here, staying informed and engaged.
They need to be proud of the accomplishments that we have, just like they are theirs. They need to be able to go back to their employees or their families and say, you know what, the city of Irving's doing a lot of good things.
We're here to support Irving. We want to make sure that we're doing what's right by Irving by getting involved in the community, and what better way to do that than knowing the state of the city.
We have great businesses, we have great residents, we have unbelievable nonprofits, and all of us working together, we are building something that no other city has. And that's a sense of community that wants to take care of each other.
Also at that event, Mayor Stouffer presented the Mayor's Corporate Award of Excellence to Verizon.
We love what we do in our communities, and Irving is no exception. We are so proud, us locally here, folks, proud that this is one of only 6 regional headquarters across the country. So we are super proud of our long history here with Irving. We plan to continue with all of that fun and investment.
We produced several fast-paced videos for that event, sharing highlights of the past year. Find them on our State of the City playlist at youtube.com/The City of Irving. Residents are getting updates on several major projects representing tens of millions of dollars of infrastructure investment. The City of Irving hosted a meeting at Lee Park Recreation Center to make sure residents are aware of what is happening and get their questions answered. One topic, the Embassy Channel drainage improvements. That work will protect more than 270 homes and businesses from a 100-year flood event.
The channel is going to be 5 foot lower, and so essentially what we're doing is going to be vertical walls, and it's going to be lower. So that's where we're going to be able to convey all the water.
That work will require the demolition and eventual reconstruction of the Rochelle Road Bridge between Fairbrook and Stonebrook Streets. A detour map and a lot more info is at cityofirving.org/Rochelle. Residents at that meeting also got an update on MacArthur Boulevard construction. Phase 1, which runs from Northgate Drive to Byron Nelson Way, only lacks a few finishing touches. Work on Phase 2 is well underway. That runs from Medgar Street to Northgate and should be complete in about a year. This project is part of the city's Road to the Future initiative.
When we select the Road to the Future project, we look at the utilities. Well, the water lines are old, or the material is what we want to upgrade that. The sewer, same thing. And definitely the storm system, because there was folks that were getting flooding in various places. This should remedy all that. Plus, the roadway was deteriorating.
Residents also learned about a project we have been telling you a lot about here on City Source, the new pool coming to Lee Park. It will have slides and other fun features. It's part of a more than $90 million project to elevate aquatics and recreation at 4 locations across Irving. More on that initiative at cityofirving.org/PlayIrving. And if you want to see and participate in a meeting covering all 3 projects, the city is offering you another chance. It's at Lee Park Recreation Center on Tuesday, February 27th at 6 p.m. More news from Parks and Rec now. A renovation project bringing new opportunities for young people is now complete. We were at the ribbon cutting ceremony for Lively Pointe Youth Center and got a look at all that's new.
We were just talking into the microphone and stuff and learning a little bit about it.
12-year-old Azriel Timont is among the first to check out the new sound studio just installed at Lively Pointe Youth Center.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to learn new stuff.
This studio is built for podcasting and even includes video capabilities.
If you click these 2 buttons and these few buttons, you can change the camera.
Not far away, there is a new camera-ready kitchen.
Guy Fieri would look right at home behind this.
So this gives us a very open option to be able to offer programs and classes.
The new features are part of a renovation project just completed. Irving city leaders turned out to celebrate.
The sound studio, it just blows me away how great that looks.
This is really something that I think is really bringing it forward.
I see a number of youth here. This is for you guys. We're doing this for you, so you can then go out there and change the world.
Some of the new features will be especially useful to participants in the city's therapeutic recreation program for people with special needs.
One of the main things is to teach them life skills, and one of them being cooking.
Another addition specially created for that group is called Cloud 909.
This is our sensory room. This is a safe place for our special needs clients to come in and calm down or cool down after they're having a bad day. So our population, redirection is key. So this room is just a room full of redirection. There's a lot of sensory tools.
Back to the broader use for this building as a youth center, people at this grand opening believe the improvements will make a big difference. Producing podcasts or preparing pastries is only the start.
Well, my hope is that we will draw more people into the teen center itself. We have extraordinary programs up here, and the more teens that we can get into the center, the better our programs will be.
The more things that you do as a youth, you get to decide when you're older, you know what, I did this at Lively. I wonder if that's something that I really want to do when I get older.
This is phenomenal. Oh my gosh, I wish this was around when I was a youth. I think the youth of Irving are going to absolutely have a great time in this facility, but also learn at the same time.
Her son is still too young for the programs here, but she is thrilled to see the city invest in the next generations.
Gives me as a parent something to look forward to for him.
A lot of enthusiasm there, and in all, that center got more than $850,000 in improvements. Federal Community Development Block Grant funds paid for the sound studio. Construction crews are making a lot of progress at Irving's new Central Fire Station. The nearly $8 million building will be 2 levels and will serve as a base for a crew of 4 firefighters. As a tribute to history, bricks from the former Central Fire Station will be incorporated into a portion of the new exterior. Residents played a role in selecting the design. The new Central Fire Station will be located at 132 East 2nd Street. It is scheduled to open later this year. A long-standing luxury hotel in Irving has a new name. The former Four Seasons on MacArthur is now the Ritz-Carlton Dallas Las Colinas, and the name is not all that's new. We got to see the upgrades at a ribbon-cutting celebration.
Today we will flag the 109th Ritz-Carlton.
It's a new greeting at a familiar property. Invited guests turned out to celebrate.
It's so exciting. This is one of the great brands that has worldwide recognition.
The official new name for this Irving hotel is the Ritz-Carlton Dallas Las Colinas. Along with the new name comes a lot of improvements. This may be one of the first things guests notice. It draws inspiration from the former ranch land around here.
This chandelier behind me is one of those pieces where you have cotton petals. It's a 2,500-pound structure.
The bar is named Bar Juniper, which is also juniper, the plants that were indigenous to this area. They've done their homework.
The local inspiration continues in the renovated guest rooms.
Now we have a much more fresh, modern look that I think people are going to enjoy.
Many rooms offer great views of Irving attractions and businesses.
We get so many of our business travelers that are looking for a quality place to stay.
And there is more to come. Crews are renovating the villas, and the pool is in store for major upgrades.
Spa's being redone, meeting space has been redone.
And very excited too about the transformation of the restaurant. It's always been a lovely restaurant, but now having John Tazar's name there is pretty extraordinary.
Also, we're going to be building a 15,000 square foot ballroom, which will bring another dynamic to the hotel, because we do need more function space. A momentous occasion for us.
The general manager expects the total investment to far exceed the initial $55 million estimate.
If it started out there, it's kind of inched its way up.
The commitment that's been made here with the dollars by the investment team of Trinity, as well as Ritz-Carlton wanting to be the brand, is extremely important for the success of the community.
The Ritz name is synonymous with class and service, and Irving is synonymous with class and service. So it's a very exciting time for us.
The city and the business community have really embraced this project.
They see the value to the community, to the surroundings they're in, to a location that can't be beat.
We entered the year with more rooms, 5,000 more room nights on the books than we had all of last year. So we're very bullish on what's going to happen in the coming years as far as the number of people that we bring into the hotel or into the community.
And we are excited to be able to share with our businesses and our residents the good things that will come.
So they bring out the best because there is a lot to celebrate. A new name, a major transformation, and plenty of optimism for what's to come.
It just reinforces what we all know about Irving. This is a great place to be.
Yeah, and that hotel will also offer a new Ritz-Carlton Club on the second floor. Residents interested in becoming a candidate for a city council position still have time to pick up or download a candidate packet. This year, City Council Districts 4, 6, and 8 will be on the ballot. Districts 4 and 6 are single-member districts, which require the candidate live within the boundaries of the district in which they plan to run. Place 8 is at large, meaning candidates may reside anywhere within the Irving city limits. The filing period runs through February 16th, and Election Day is May 6th. Get ready for winter fun. FrostFest returns to Irving's Lively Event Plaza. The free festival will feature snow tubing hills and a play area, interactive inflatables and bounce houses, crafts, vendors, and more. FrostFest is Saturday, February 17th from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. Paid parking is available at the Summit Parking Garage, 545 East John Carpenter Freeway. From there, shuttles will get people to Lively Plaza. Another major sports star announced he will be participating in this year's Invited Celebrity Classic.
Hey all, Tony Romo here. I'll be back to compete in the 3rd annual Invited Celebrity Classic next April at the Las Colinas Country Club.
And his smile is big because you may remember from last year, former Dallas Cowboy Tony Romo is actually the defending celebrity champion. The Invited Celebrity Classic will be back in Irving at the Las Colinas Country Club April 15th through 21st. The event brings stars from the world of sports and entertainment, PGA Tour champions, players, and others to compete for prize money. It also generates money for charity. Free tickets are available now at invitedcelebrityclassic.com. Upgraded paid ticket options are also available. The City of Irving kicked off a new campaign to help residents toss like a boss. That means properly participating in the city's curbside recycling and other solid waste programs. So we will be sharing some messages throughout the year. This time, we are talking about special waste items. Accepted items can be placed on the curb next to your black trash bags on your regular collection day. But there are some things to know. Paint must be in a sealed container, no more than 5 gallons. Used motor oil, antifreeze, and transmission fluid must be in a sealed 1-gallon container. A maximum of 5 used oil filters will be collected if they are in a sealed clear bag, and a maximum of 3 lead-acid batteries will be collected curbside. The guidelines are different for hypodermic needles. Put those in a container that cannot be punctured. Leave at your front door, then call Solid Waste Services for a pickup. More about all of this at cityofirving.org/special waste. Welcome to our Pets of the Week from the Animal Care Campus. Michael Whiteside is with Irving Animal Services. Thanks for having us out today.
I'm so glad you guys are back out today with us.
Of course, because we had to meet Paloma. Paloma is adorable.
Paloma is amazing. So she's about 3 years old. She came to us after being hit by a car, and when she came in, her front left leg, basically her elbow, was dislocated. And while in most instances with humans that can be put back in place and it's good, with a dog they could do that, but it's continually going to become dislocated again. So they chose amputation. So she is a tripod. She has flourished and really learned to thrive with only her 3 legs. She has been around other dogs and she doesn't mind other dogs. Sometimes she's kind of like, eh. Other times she really enjoys playing with them, but she'll get her little zoomies in the yard and run around on her 3 legs and just do amazing. And she's gorgeous. She's just a beautiful girl.
Yeah, y'all put her to work at the front desk.
We do. And she's one of the sweetest girls we have in the shelter right now. She loves everybody. She hangs out at the front desk and helps out, greeting people. She has the magic gift up there for sure.
And next up, another great dog. This is Luna. Tell me about Luna.
Yeah, so Luna is another great Pyrenees that we have right now. She is about 7 years old. She came in as a stray, and I think this was like the 2nd or 3rd time that she's been in as a stray. She did not get reclaimed by her owner this time. She did come in really dirty. You can see she's got a little bit of hair loss back here, but it's growing in really nicely. She did get a bath recently, so she looks a lot better than she did. And she's just a really sweet, laid-back little girl. I mean, she will just kind of hang out. She really just kind of wants to have her head in your lap and get all the pets that she can get.
And a little bit of a camera hog we're seeing.
Yeah, well, she sees a human, so she wants that human affection. Yeah, just like that. Come here, big girl.
One of the great things about coming out here in person, You're full, but that also means a good selection right now for people looking to adopt.
Right, and we do. We have a lot of great large dogs especially, but we have some great small dogs right now. There's something for everyone, whether it's a Pyrenees, so we have a lot of people who love Pyrenees, or a Pit Bull, or a German Shepherd, or a Border Collie. We have a little bit of everything of all ages, puppies to older dogs, just like her. She's 7. So, it's a good opportunity to come out and find that perfect match for your family.
Cats and rabbits, I see too.
We do. We have a little bit of everything, always, but definitely something for everybody.
Michael Whiteside from Irving Animal Services, thanks so much for having us out today.
Thanks again.
And the Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. You can check out the websites you see on your screen for the latest hours and to see more adoptable animals. And we are working on several stories for our next edition of City Source. This video is from a training exercise. Irving police and firefighters practiced their response to a simulated school shooting. That story and much more next time on City Source. Remember, you can always email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. Also, find us on YouTube at youtube.com/thecityofirving. We are always adding new content, so it is a good idea to subscribe. And while you're there, hit that like button on the videos you watch to show us some love. Leave us some positive comments. And you can look for updates on events and initiatives across the major social media platforms at the City of Irving. And that's it for this edition of City Source. Thanks for watching, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.